right, welcome back, everyone. We're back live at the 2020 CCS B.C. Championships, playing at the Lakeside Resort in Penticton, B.C., Canada. We're watching a B-side match here between Ross Bradson and Joseph Riddle. They're in the fifth, sixth spot, down to the final six here. So Ross made the 9 on the break, but it went in the rack corners, which don't count. It only counts in the top 4 pockets on the break. So it's spots. He does continue shooting. The value in leaving the back couple balls loose. These balls are just settling real funny here. This table rack's a little tough, so you'll see these guys taking their time, trying to get at least the front 3 or 4 tight. He's got a tough shot on this one, but it looks like he's taking it on into the top left. That's a real tough shot from that angle. One of the toughest shots in the game is that shot right there, especially trying to hold the cue ball back. Let's see what Joseph can do. This is going to be a short race. Joseph only going to 5 and Ross going to 6. We've seen Joseph play a couple matches here. He's playing real good. So I'm not sure if he's got a very makeable shot here unless he plays the bank into the bottom left as we're looking at it. But that's a real tough shot from that angle. Ride L. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Peter. Real smart shot there. And I don't think this is really jumpable. Just you'd have to go over the 4 and the 6. So Ross is going to kick at this one. Tom Joyce payouts aren't up yet, so I'm not sure what they are. Should be up soon. It's not done after this, Bob. This is only the final 6. So we're going to have the A-side final coming up after this match, around 8 o'clock local time. It's going to be Joe Spence and Woody. Should be a good one. Looks like he got a little straight on this 5, but he can cheat the pocket quite a bit here. Got real close to the 6. He's still okay. But he's fighting an uphill battle now. He's got another tough shot here. I think he can still cut the 7, though. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't think he'll hit the horn. I think he can miss the horn here, go 2 rails. Or float 1 rail, but it's way tougher to pot the ball. And he missed the pot. What cue are we all playing? I'm not sure what cue these guys are playing with. Bang Time Pool wants to know on the YouTube. shot from Ross there, but he rubs the 9 and ends up behind it. That's super unlucky. He hit that shot good. Pretty much had to hit it that way, too. A little bit of a bad roll there, but let's see if he can kick this in. I would imagine he'll get close. Oh yeah, he got unlucky, and then he got unlucky again. That could have ended up anywhere, but it double kissed it into the open. Good chance for Joseph to take the first game here, and every game is big in these short races. 9-ball. Yeah, Javo. Me and Grant do sound a lot alike, but it is Ben Francis on the mic here. Grant's at home this weekend. Or I should say this week. I think he's headed off to Seattle this weekend. He's got a business trip. You guys are going to be stuck with me for a while. Joseph with the first game on the board there. We got the viewer advantage shopping spree, guys. Make sure you get in on this. We're going to draw it Sunday night. $700 any way you want it. Well, I don't know what, Joel. Grant's got a pretty deep voice when he's tired as well, so definitely sound very similar. Joseph's got the break here, too, up 1-0. Try to get these balls tight. I've been struggling all day to get them tight. Kind of ironic that just when I figured out where the balls would settle, I scratched on a break, and nothing goes my way. Need to get a couple of good rolls, too, but Joseph's been absolutely crushing this break. Hit that one good, made a ball. Got a shot on the 1, but the 4 and the 5 are in a weird spot. Oh, the 2 to the 3 is no walk in the park from here either. He's shooting it pretty quick. What's going to happen here? Got real funny on this ball. No bank there, so he needs to find a safe. Unless he wants to kick it, but I don't think the kick is a good shot from there, so try to just chip it safe, but he ran into the 9. Does this go on the side?
Oh yeah? Got some booze? Well, maybe I'll come too. Yeah? You gotta meet Clayton's awesome. Clay? I can't charge my brain up there. Just bring your charger here. I'll come have a beer. That Ben's oral. This is the guy.
This guy's cracking jokes behind me, of course. Always with the jokes, you know. Meanwhile, we got Joseph stuck behind this 9-ball, shooting over top. He needs a better bridge than that. One that can get him a little higher up, maybe a little more steady. This one's a little better. I always carry one around in my case, just for when these shots come up. Hans wants to know if I can put up the JB case ad so they can get their website. It's actually not on the website, but just Google JB cases and you'll find it there. I am following along with the YouTube and the Facebook chat, guys. Keep me entertained on both. Stephanie, you heard that, hey? I was hoping you guys didn't hear that, but yeah, Joe's off the water already. He's in the A final. He's off the water. He said he's only not off the water if he's on the A side, so he was lying when he said that. Real good shot there from Ross. Really nicely played. No easy escape here. I think it's just this bottom rail that we're looking at on the screen here. Bottom rail. Try to go into the 4 and make it. I don't see a better option here. Can't really slash at it anyway. So you got to hit this to pretty much just make it. Bob says, you know, Benny, Tyler is going to get you one day. Which Tyler? There's too many Tylers. It is ball in hand here, but yeah, Ross is going to take the ball in hand. But you might put it where it is anyway, so you might actually take the opposite angle. Go towards the 9 here. Maybe between the 9-6, but I would go to the left side rail. Avoid the 9 altogether. It goes between the 9-6 pretty easy. It's a good shot. Should be out here. Doesn't have to do much with this cue ball. Oh, Bob Johnson. Tyler Perry is going to get me one day. We've had 2 crazy hill matches where I was super nervous and somehow I get lucky hill, but you're right. If we play even one more time, I feel like he's due to win. Such a good player, too. 2 rails out here. He hit it hard enough, just. He'll cut this in. Nothing but net to tie it at 1. I will throw up that JB Cases ad, although the website is not on the poster, but if you guys are looking at getting a JB case, shoot us a message. Hans, that goes for you as well. If you can't find the website, just send me a message and I'll give you the link. Lifetime warranty, custom design. They ship it right to your door. Bob Johnson, thank you, my friend. I feel like, are you Tyler Perry under a different Facebook account? I can't quite see the picture on there. And there's way too many faces to remember. But maybe you were just watching. Looks like a dry break, and these balls are not settling that well. There's really like one small spot where you can get those balls to settle at all. This is not the finals, Timothy. This is actually in the 5th, 6th spot. So we're going to have the A-side final coming up after this match, but maybe still during this match. Depends how long it goes. They might put them on the other table. We're going to have Joe and Woody playing in the A-side final. These guys are on the B-side in the final 6. It's kind of a bad push there. He let it get away a little bit, so he's getting this one back, and he's going to jump at it. If you guys watched the match I played with him, he's got fantastic control with the jump cue. Played a really nice jump in the last game. Drew the cue ball back nice. Don't expect him to get close here. Hits it nice, gets that nice draw again. Look at that. He's left Ross a shot, but he's got to send this cue ball maybe into the 5. It's hard to just roll this in, cutting it. We'll see if he picks another ball to go into, but I don't know if he can just go up and down. He almost needs to use a ball as a stopper here. Okay, Bob. I'm sure I would remember you if I saw you. Bob Johnson on Facebook watching me play Tyler Perry. And thank you for sharing, Keith, from Victoria. Timothy, it's going to be Joe Spence playing in the A-side final coming up. Another safe here, but I think he's going to leave a window for the pot. But he's tied up the 2 ball with the 7. And I don't think the combo is that easy. Ross definitely doesn't like it because you can't really get close to the 2 from the 1 here. So the combo is going to be extremely off angle. Yeah, Woody Nielsen and Joe Spence coming up. After this, guys, they're scheduled for 8 o'clock, so we'll see if this finishes first. These guys are duking it out. It's 1-1. Race to 5 for Joseph, race to 6 for Ross. Overhit that by a touch, but that 2 ball's still in jail down there. I don't think the 2-7 billiard is that easy, but might see Ross play that if he can't go into it again. He's going into it. Just that doesn't work out well very often because he couldn't really go into the 2. He had to go into the 7. The 3 was in the way of going into the 2. Now he's got to make a really good shot here unless he tries to go behind the 9-4, which is what he's doing. He didn't get there. Timothy, no payouts up yet, but they should be up soon, I would imagine. The brackets are on CompuSport. We'll see when they put the payouts up there. I know Shannon Benson, Mr. Benson, he's up there working hard, getting all the brackets up to date, making sure everything's running smooth, which it always does when he's running it. The best in the business there, Shannon Benson. High Country Promotions. You guys need tables or you need a tournament run, he's the man. Does all these big events. Yeah, he played the bank there. Look how much that straightens out on these rails too. These rails are great. The ridgeback rails on all these flat cat valleys, and they play awesome. Very similar to a diamond rail where you see it straighten out like that. Usually he would make that bank. I've seen Ross play lots. Left it tough here. That's why he played the bank. It was a bit of a two-way. And that's twice that Joseph hit a little too thick. He's trying to hit the ball just a little bit thinner, get more separation, but hit a little bit thick again there, I think. He's left enough for Ross this time. 3 of the 4. This is the tough shot. And you got to have a good angle here, and I don't know if he has it. You might have to go forward 2 rails here, and this is a really tricky little shot to get the speed right. Got to get the window between the 9-5. Oh, he stroked it. Really nice. Fantastic shot there from Ross. 6 to the 7 could be a little tricky as well, but the 8's close to the side, so I don't see that stopping him here. I think we'll see him take a 2-1 lead, which is what he's looking for, is make sure he cover that handicap. He's racing a 6, his opponent's racing a 5, so he's got to maintain that 1-game lead all the time. When he gets nice and close to the 7 too. That's a good shot. That way he can slow roll this a little easier. That was kind of a key shot there. Goes 2 rails. He knows a little angle on this 8's okay. One rail to shoot the 9 in the bottom left as we're looking at it here. Oh, he tried to go around it. That's riskier. He's still gonna have a shot here, but much tougher than he would have liked. Thinning it in nicely. Good shot there from Ross. 2-1 lead. Jam Up Apparel, guys. Make sure you go check them out online. They got Jam Up Nation has just launched. Great way to support the junior program there. Make sure you guys get in on that. Bartolo on the YouTube wants to know, are these 7-foot or 8-foot tables? They are 7-foot valleys. And thanks for tuning in all the way from Uruguay. Joseph to break, trailing 2-1 here. He's racing a 5. Ross is racing a 6. Thank you, Amin. Weird to not have you guys here this year. Kevin, the tables aren't shimmed like diamonds, but I would say they definitely play a little tighter. I have made that mental note. Oh, Ross with the touch safe, but he mishit it, and he's left the 2-ball on here. What's up, Oliver from Vegas, South Dakota? Davis checking in. Stanley says, awesome pool. Yeah, we're getting down to the later stages of this tournament where the level of play always starts to pick up. And then we'll go through that phase where everyone gets a little tired. Matches started at 9 a.m. today, so these guys they're running on 11 hours of play right now. Tried to play an in-off there, but I feel like he had enough. He didn't need to do that. He just wanted to move the 4. He just didn't like getting shape on the 4 next. I still feel like he could have maybe just got above it and cut it in. It's too hard to tell from this angle, but good evening, Jerry. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you click that share button for me. We're going to be live all the way through Sunday night. Lots of pool to be played. So this is kind of a funny spot. Ross scratched there, but he's put the 3 in such a bad spot that having ball in hand here is not as easy as you would think. I don't think he can go back there. This is not going to be a shot he plays. Needs to thin the other side of it. He can use the 7, 8, 4 as a blocker, I think. Just have to watch the scratch in the side pocket. He's going above, but there's a window there. Very nice cue ball control, right to the rail. That's where you want to leave him if you're going to leave him long. Stanley from Tulalip, Washington in the house. Welcome, Stanley. And Tony Toozy. Looks like Ross found cover this time. 7's in the way. I think we'll see Joseph go for the jump cue, which he is. Tyler says they have ridgeback rails on the tables there. Yeah. All these new Flat Cat Valleys, I'm fairly certain they all have ridgebacks, but I could be wrong. Could be mistaken. If not, they sure play like ridgeback. They don't come off the same as the old Valleys, that's for sure. Nice hit there from Joseph, but He's left a shot for Ross here. Let's see if he can slow roll this and play the 4 in the side next. That's not easy from this distance. About 6.5 feet. He tried to spin around to play the 4 in the same pocket. Got a rub, and he's okay. And he can just roll this cue ball to the left side rail, middle diamond, take a little bit of a cut on the 5 is okay. And see, that's where you almost have to go over and look to see what's acceptable on the 5. And then you'll notice that the 6 is close enough to that same pocket that it doesn't really matter where you get on the 5. So then you just focus your concentration on the pot, even get the cue ball out further off the rail than what he is now is still okay, but tried to cheat it a bit, hold the cue ball, miss the pot. Tony, this is Ben, indeed, Tony from Langley. It's Ben Francis on the mic here. We got Ryan Appleby in the house later on. He's got a singles match going at, I think, 10:30. He's got a singles match in the 8-ball. C qualifier starts tonight. Bill from Conroe, Texas. Welcome, Bill. Definitely going to be lots of good pool this weekend, guys. Make sure you're clicking that share button lots for me. We got some 9-ball singles. Going to have the A-side final coming up next. We're going to have some 8-ball singles coming up, as well as 9-ball teams, 8-ball teams. Going to be lots of great pool. 6 days of great pool here in Penticton, BC. He's got to load this up with spin to get back down for that 9. He hit it well. That's a really good shot there from Joseph. Tie this up at 2. David wants to know what the difference is between a Valley and a Dynamo. There's a world of difference there for sure. I mean, the rails are going to play different. The speed of the cloth is going to play different depending what cloth is on it. There's all kinds of variables there. But yeah, Dynamo was bought out by Valley. So if you do have a Dynamo out there, it's probably an older one. Kenny wants to know, how did I do today? Not great, Kenny. But it could have been worse, so I think I made the money. Pretty sure 9th, 12th will pay out. Blake McKay, I think he's still playing. He's still in. See him over there shooting. He's got to be playing Kyle Jones, I would think. And good evening, Dave from Youngstown, Ohio. Brandon from Mississippi. Steve, Jason Klatt is not at this tournament. I'm not sure if Klatt's ever played this tournament. It's a little far west for him. Jaworski wants to know who I'm playing teams with. Looks like it's going to be me, Joe Spence, John Pay Pompey, Nick Kruger, and Sean Yee. So pretty strong team, I think. It's going to be nice to see Joe try to snap off this tournament too. I mean, I always root for him. Meanwhile, we're watching Ross. He's got to be thinking he needs to win this game because his opponent only needs 3 more. He needs 4. So you got to try to maintain that 1-game advantage. even still, if they maintain this course, Joseph's going to win this match. Because he's going to get 3 more before Ross gets 3 more if it comes to just trading racks here. So Ross needs to win this game, and he needs to break a serve, so he's in tough. He's playing fantastic, so he's going to make Joseph work for it, if nothing else. Yeah, Jason's a fantastic player. I've played Jason lots. Well, not lots, but a couple of times. Another great sponsor here with Q Sports Live, the Jacoby Black. Tony, yeah, it's possible the brackets are running behind. Maybe I'm wrong. It actually looks like Lake is playing Jason right now. Let me take a look at CompuSport here. I think these guys are actually on schedule, but the other bracket is behind. Yeah, that's right. So Jason Spanier is playing Lake right now to get to Kyle Jones. And Tony wants to know, what about Woody? Woody's coming up in the A final. Going to be playing Joe Spence next. Steven is not at this tournament, Sean. No, Steven is not allowed to play in the CCS league anymore. They're ranking him up pro. It looks like Joe just grabbed his cue, so we should see Woody coming in soon. Looks like they're getting ready to play on the other table. So we'll have the A-side final there. Joseph Spence and Woody Nielsen, that's going to be a good one. And Joe's going to race to 8. Woody's going to race to 7 over there. So I got the scoreboard over there. I'll let you guys take a look while we're waiting for Ross. He's waiting for the player on the table behind him to clear the road, but we got Woody warming up over here, guys, so don't go anywhere. That's going to be the A-side final. Woody A final. Yeah, Tony snapped me off, and then he had a fantastic win against Kyle Jones, too. He's playing really good. Woody came to play. Is it possible to be too slick wearing a glove when using a carbon fiber shaft? Kevin wants to know on the Facebook. guess it could be possible, but I don't know. I mean, I prefer it to be like as smooth as possible. So I think the less friction, the better, especially on the break shot. Very important. Good shot from Ross here. Richard wants to know, are we going to show the Scotch doubles final? I'm not sure. I'm just taking the matches as they send them over. But usually we get a glimpse of it. It just depends if it's running, you know, sort of on the same schedule as the 9-ball. If not, they're just putting 9-ball matches over here. But I try to keep the Scotch sort of in one area because when you get 4 players at the table, it gets a little crowded. So they try to give the 9-ball players their space. Ross takes a 4-2 lead there. And we got the thumper jump break cue, guys. They say it jumps like an IQ, breaks like a BK rush. I think it does both better. Definitely the best jumping cue I've ever played with. You want to get your hands on one of those, send us a message. Give you all the info you need there. And my man Nick with Nick's cue repair, cue innovation. Just had someone ask me about Nick and what he would charge for a G2 tip. Does tips, and he's building shafts and jump cues and all kinds of great stuff. He sells a bunch of different pool knickknacks, gloves and chalk, stuff like that. So give him a call. Tell him Q Sports Live sent you. Ross is handling that point difference, Brandon. That's a very important note, too. At this point, he's probably feeling a little more comfortable. He's got the break leading 4-2. He's made a ball. He's got a shot at the 1. But more importantly, he's covered the spot. Dominic Alexander knows how great that jumper is. Dominic still got one of the best shots I ever saw from that cue on a stream in a match. Unbelievable. He's playing on a 9-foot. He jump long banks the 8-ball full cue. Dominic Alexander. That video is out there somewhere for everyone to go back and watch. Sean wants to know what kind of tip I play with. I play with a G2 soft. The exact tip that someone was asking me about, and the tip that Joe Spence plays with, and the tip that Woody Nielsen's playing with right now. They're both playing in the A-side final, so I think the tip works pretty good. But those guys are both great players as well, so. John Cooper likes his diamond wood jump cue. Yeah, the new thumpers are made out of diamond wood. The shafts. Oh, he's lost the cue ball a little bit here. Got real tight to the 4. I don't think he can pot it unless he kicks it, so he'll try to find a safe. And I think this is the right shot. Just spin it behind the 7-9-6. He overhit a little, but it's tough to sell out on that shot. So well played there from Ross. And Joseph's going to give this one a long look. This is a very important game right here. If he can win this game, it still keeps some pressure on Ross. If he loses this game, Ross is on the hill. Joseph needs to win 3 straight. It's just a tall mountain to climb. So Gonna be sure on this shot. He plays the bank. Just misses it. He would have had shape on the 5 too. That's a really good effort. He only missed the bank by a hair. He's not happy with himself either, but can't say I blame him. Sean, I would suggest you get your tip done before Niagara. Best to get it done, you know, maybe even a month before, so get it done right now. And then it takes a little while to break in a new tip and get used to it, so. Ross getting the bridge out here. He's going to have to thin this ball and play safe. There's a slim chance he's going to actually pot it from that angle, so he'll just thin it, go safe. As long as he doesn't scratch or hit the horn, it's the only way that shot can go wrong. I haven't heard that yet, Kevin. Kevin says Jacoby Hughes has a carbon fiber brake shaft in production now or shortly for the public. I haven't heard anything about it yet. Randy the Drew makes fantastic cues. Kevin is an amazing cue maker, but you definitely need a hard tip on a jump cue. And Brandon, you're absolutely right. When you're down, you do need that aggressive offense. You nailed it there. And Joseph does just that. And really, he's not down. This is actually an even score. It's a race to 2 here. He's only racing to 5. Ross is racing a 6, so guarantee Ross is still sweating this match. Another one of our great sponsors here with Q Sports Live is Peter Chow with Graham Realty. Give him a call, shoot him an email there, let him know you heard about him on Q Sports Live, guys. He's in the chat room there as well, watching some pool. He's a big pool fan, good shooter as well. Brutal game gear, guys. Go check them out online. BrutalUSA.com is their website. Or you can check them out on Facebook and YouTube. Fairly certain Joe won the first game over there in the A-side final. So I'll mark that score in over there, and we'll switch back and forth a little bit, and we'll see which one is moving along faster. It looks like a little tricky to rack over there as well, so you'll see these guys taking their time on the rack. One thing I did note was some of the patterns these guys put the balls in when they rack. I try to pay attention to that. Like having the 2 at the front all the time, or, you know, putting the 8 ball up there, or you know, certain little things nice to pay attention to. Dominic, I haven't heard a whole lot about those Techno Dud tips, but I think it's like anything else where it's just so much about feel. So it is good to try new things, but if you find something you like, just definitely stick with it. So it looks like Woody's taking a little while to get those balls racked, so we'll go back over and watch. Joseph's ready to break here. Rob, I did play in this event, but I didn't play that well. I finished 9th, 12th. Jaworski, yeah, you could just play the singles if you pay the sanction fee, absolutely. Otherwise, you do need weeks in a CCS league in order to play the team events. And you would have to play, I think, a certain amount of weeks. Yeah, all the info is on the Canadian Q Sports website. If you just Google Canadian Q Sports, there's, I think, 6 different stops if you include ACS Vegas, the Nationals. Edmontonians and Calgarians set their hockey differences aside and play pool in harmony at this event, says Jaworski. They sure can. Well, Joseph looking good to get this to 4-4. And he's going to be on the hill. Means business here. He's playing real good. This is going to be a break and run. Once he makes this 9-ball. And he's just been crushing the break, too. He's hitting it so hard. Four. So from 4-2 Ross, it turns around real quick. Make sure you guys get in on this viewer advantage. Gonna draw that Sunday night. Only $20 per pack. No limit on how many entries you can get on that, guys. So we'll stay over here with Ross and Joseph since this match is down near the end. Only 3 games possible left now. Sorry, 2 games, I guess. He's always had a huge break, says Peter. And wow, he's putting it on display here. He's just crushing it. Look at this break from Ross, though. I like this break better in 9-ball. Although he got a little unlucky, that 8-ball ended up where it is. But I think, like, if we'll go over and watch the A-side final with Joe and Woody after, and those guys are controlling it really well. And right, Randy, yeah, pattern racking is allowed. It's tough to make a rule about pattern racking anyway, so instead of complain about it, I kind of like to just see what my opponent's doing, and I can make adjustments. Maybe I do the same thing. Maybe I, rack a little different, but nice to just pay attention to the small things I find in pool is important. Jerry, you've been playing CCS for a long time. Weren't you at Canadians last year? Always the 9-ball is handicapped at the CCS events. And Rob, the brackets are on CompuSport there, bud. Any predictions for this match? I'd have to say right now I really like Joseph's chances. He only needs 1, Ross needs 2, so. And he's left Ross real funny, so there's my prediction. from here is Joseph. And if you want to know my prediction in the other match, it's also Joseph. He's shooting fire over there, playing real quick. Not wasting any time. Look at this shot from Ross. I mean, he's only a couple shots away from getting this to Hill. I think this is going to be one of the key shots. A 5 to the 6 is going to be a little bit funny as well, but if he gets good on the 3, he should get good on the 5. He's come up a little short here. He might need to bank this ball as well. I don't know if he can cut this with any control. Jaworski play on the same team. Are you crazy? You got to be crazy. We're not playing on the same team. Any chance that Joseph doesn't get out here? I feel like he's out here. He's going to get a good angle on the 5 next. He gets good on the 6, it's all but over. Although, he did get a little short here, and now he might need to be playing the 6 in the long pocket, which you never want to do if it's close to the rail. Oh, he's hit it. Tried to just draw over there. Oh, Jerry, that explains it. If you didn't play 9-ball, then you wouldn't know that it's always been handicapped. It has always been this way. As long as I played CCS. Doesn't play the bank. He plays a really nice safe. It's leaked out a bit where he might be able to see the edge or an easier kick than Joseph would like him to be shooting at, but don't they make an 8-ball rack other than the magic rack? My dad wants to know. They do. They make a 9-ball rack, a turtle rack. There's all kinds of different little rack templates for the game. You don't often see it used here just because it actually is a little bit too easy. And I think the players have figured out that it kind of takes away from the game a bit, so I'm not seeing it as much as I used to when it first came out. Actually nice to see, because I hated that thing. I think there's a bit of a skill to racking. Ross doesn't like this shot because he's bridging a little awkward shooting out of the corner there. It's tough to get your hand in a good spot where you can cue at the cue ball cleanly. You can see he's got his hand right in the jaws of the pocket. He wants a cut at this, I'm sure, but I think just with that funny bridge, he didn't want to take any chances. He played a nice shot there. I think Joseph's going to look at cutting this in, but it's real tough. You almost guarantee you're going to hit the horn. The cue ball's sort of going to go back towards where it is now, and then I think the 8's blocking 7, so he might have no choice but to try to cut this in, though. He hit it thick, but he missed it good. If you're going to miss, that's how you got to miss. Yeah, Mason hoping for either guy here to win fast so we can watch the A final. I think Joe's up 2-0 over there, but when this match is done, I'll score check. And we'll watch that, but we'll stick on here for now. Let these guys finish it out since they've been battling for about an hour to get to where they are now, so we'd hate to cut you guys off after watching an hour of this. You gotta see how it finishes, right? Could watch both if I keep that angle. Yeah, it's a little tougher though. A little tougher to see what's going on. But you're right, you can watch both from there. I couldn't really have a scoreboard on there either because we kind of have like two tables playing. You wouldn't really know what's going on, but don't go anywhere, guys. I'll switch it over. This match doesn't have much left in it. It's only about 5 minutes, maybe 10. I think this one is over, so I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on over there as well. I'll switch you back and forth to the side view here and there when necessary. And Tony, that is some wise words there from that old snooker player. Sometimes you just have to rely on your opponent's inability to make a good shot. Very, very wise words. So Hill here, guys. Let's watch what's going on over here with Woody. Looks like he's shooting the 9 to get this one to 2-1. And he does. These guys on the other table shake hands. They're getting ready for the Hill battle. If you guys are curious how to advertise with Q Sports Live, send us a message or shoot us an email. We'll give you all the different events we're at and the rates. Dustin wants to know what division this is. It's sort of like an open division, but just with handicaps. So lowest race being 5, highest race being 8. Here we go, Hill. Joseph going to 5, Ross going to 6. Last game in this match. William, yeah, sometimes there would be a rule about that, but not if it's, I mean, if it's not going anywhere near a pocket, then nobody really worries about it. Look at this break, Hill. It's a dream come true. How's this for a look to finish it off? Circa 1981, Tony. Yeah, I'll always remember that. Oh no, it all went wrong there. He tried to hold it for the 3 and he hit it real bad. He's nestled behind the 9. Now he's kicking at this 3. And he sold it out, so good chance for Ross to finish this one off. I'm sure he was probably thinking he wasn't getting to this table, but see if he can hold it together, finish it off, stay alive in the tournament. Looking good on this 5-ball. Just a stop shot here should do it. Stop shot on the 6. Little drawback on the 8. And this one's over. Could draw to the side rail here and back out to middle table if he's a little off angle. That's what he's doing. The weather's great here in Penticton, Jaworski. It's like between 5 and 10 degrees all week. I checked the weather. Looks like it's going to be not too bad. Which for this time of year is a treat for us Calgarians. Rob, the brackets are on CompuSport, sir. They're under the Falcon CCS British Columbia 8-ball, 9-ball championships 2020 is the heading on CompuSport there. Nice little finish from Ross there. So I'm going to shut it down, restart it. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm going to switch it over. You guys can watch Woody and Joe. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe the fatigue thing came into factor there for Joseph. He had a lot of close matches. Played great, though. Still should be happy with a 5th, 6th finish there in a real tough field. Woody having a laugh with Joe and Nick over there. Looking in my direction, probably cracking jokes. Like they always do. Always full of jokes, these guys. That quote from Tony Tuzzi is actually from Marco Fu. Or Marco Fu playing on the table beside you guys. Jaworski, I actually won't be here next year. This will be one of the tournaments that I miss next year. I'm not allowed to play CCS next year as long as I stay above 720, which I imagine I probably will. So I'll still come to most of the events, but this will be one that I won't be coming to. It actually falls on my son's birthday every year, March 1st. So won't see me at this tournament every year until maybe he's old enough I can bring him and he can play too. Carry on the legacy, you know. Really good shot there from Woody. He made that look really easy, and that was a super tough shot. Oh, he hit that a little bit funny. That's definitely not how close he wanted to be to the 8, but he's okay here. He can just pull this one back a little bit off the rail, or he can roll it in, play the 8, or sorry, play the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. Doing the ladder. Looks like he's going to tie this at 2. And I'm just going to run over there and check the score quick, guys. So I'll be right back. All right, good thing I went over and checked the score, because while we were watching the other match, I should say I missed who won one of those games. And Woody's actually up 3-1 here. And he's only racing a 7. Joe's racing a 8, so this is a pretty good lead here. Mason says, tell Woody. Macy says, go Woody. I won't yell it to him, but I'm sure he knows you're there with him in spirit. Tony wants to know how old my son is. He actually turns 7 on Sunday. These guys are just chit-chatting again, having a laugh. I didn't see what happened there. Let me take a look. A bit of a delay. Oh, that's pretty tough to tell whether that came into play there. But he moved a ball like 4 feet. Maybe even more than that. I feel like it should be a foul, but I don't know if it is. It was too hard to tell if it was in the path. Are all CCS events going to have lights now, or just this one looks good? Blaine wants to know. I'm not sure, Blaine. Mason's daughter says, go Woody. Well, Woody's made an oopsie there, Macy. Woody moved the ball by accident with his hand. And she's going to give my son the wild 8. That's awesome. Yeah, he went forward and knocked in 6. It was kind of a weird play there. Did he knock in a ball too? Okay, so he did make a ball too, so it definitely is a foul. If a ball went in, it's a foul. The ball doesn't like spot up or something or go back where it might have ended up. So we got Ryan sitting in. Let's see if Ryan knows the rule here as well. But they got Jeff coming in to make the official call.
Well, whatever Jeff calls, I'll just see if I can get it. I'll watch and see if I can get it the same call as him. He is the head ref for Canada-wide CCS.
I feel like, how can it spot and how can it go back where it was? Or where it might have ended up? Because it can only spot from there, right? Is that like just like I try to explain most of these rules to people too by like what would common sense tell you the rule would be?
Like he followed through.
It can't spot though, like because that's the only option for Joe here is that it spots or stays down.
See, did he? I'd have to look at it again. Did he hit that on the way through?
He like
because it went forward.
Yeah, like he stroked the 1 and then he poked in the 6 with his cue. It's kind of a weird rule there, but anyway.
He's continuing to shoot, so I don't know.
Jeff didn't call it as a foul. Jeff gave Joe the option of leaving it down or spotting it. I think pretty obvious that Joe had to spot it, give him an extra ball to shoot, and then he ran into it. He crashed into it. Definitely going to shake up this match a little, although Joe trailing 3-1, he's in tough already. And Woody at the table shooting to go up 4-1. Yeah, and if it crossed the path of the white ball, but I don't really know if it did. Like it was tough.
That's the impeding ball rule. That was just so quick. I'd have to look at that a few times.
I watched it twice, and I'm still not 100% sure. So,
yeah.
Yeah, if you guys go to YouTube, you can watch it again. I'm not going to rewind it again. I already did that once. This is where we need to get the instant replay going, you know? Somebody on the YouTube wants to know why races to 8 and other races to 4. Sorry, 5 in this case. Just the handicaps at these events.
Yeah, you got the standard, intermediate, and advanced, and then the elites, which has been Joe and a few of these guys that got to go to 8. Standard division, or C, goes to 5. B division, or intermediate, goes to 6. Advanced goes to 7, and the elite goes to 8.
Mickey's on here. He's cracking jokes. Says, if you hit the 6 ball like that, kick him out of the match. And then so no right to play pool. I'm sure Mickey is joking here, but
yeah, that looked.
I mean, it happens. I've done it. We've all done it. You move a ball. Sometimes you move it 6 feet. Sometimes you move it.
That was more than
6 inches, but he moved it 6 feet that time.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get some further insight from Jeff here for a quick sec, just to see.
Yeah, I think it should have been a foul. You're right about that, John Walper. But the rules are the rules, so I guess since it didn't come in contact with the ball, then, or come in the path of the cue ball or contact another ball, it's not a foul. So anyway, we're past it now. Woody's shooting to go up 4-1 here. Jaworski says he went back and watched it like 5 times. No idea what Woody was doing there. He had some extreme follow through. It happens. We've definitely all done it. It was a weird follow through. Rick, eventually, yeah, we're going to get some instant replay and some programs that let us draw on the screen as well. But thank you for tuning in, and thanks for the compliment there. It's a bit weird. Hopefully it doesn't hopefully Joe doesn't let it affect him here. But being down 4-1, he's already in real tough. He needs to win 7-2 from here to take this match. Make sure you guys get in on this viewer advantage shopping spree. Gonna draw this on Sunday night. Still lots of time to get in, but no limit on how many entries you guys can get. Buy one per day if you want. Joe needs a good break here, down 4-1. And he's got a piece of the one, but I don't know how makeable it is. Francisco, there's no shot clock here. I mean, Woody likes to take his time, and he's playing so good that you definitely don't want to change anything. So the fact that he took a little while on that shot was okay. It was a tricky little shot. And what's up, Corey from Nebraska? So in the pros equals foul. Yeah, John, in the pros they play all ball fouls. So even if you like touch a ball with the arm hair, on your forearm, it's a foul, and I've seen it called in professional pool. And that was the referee's explanation after, was that his arm hair touched the ball. So I call everything. I agree, Sean. I think if you pocket a ball by accident, it should be a foul. But definitely if the cue ball goes through the path, then it should be a foul as well. But it's kind of tough without the referee seeing what happened too. Like, the ref wasn't there to watch the shot. So he just got called to the table after, asked the players what happened. They both explained it. And it didn't come in the path, so it's spotted up. Joe's going around 3 rails here. Gotta watch the side pocket, though. Came a little close to it. That's why you see him give a little shake of the head there. Go time, Joe. Yeah, you're right there, Blaine. And Joe's good at this. Joe knows how to string some racks together real quick and turn this match around in a hurry. So far from over here still. They're still just discussing that shot back there. Ryan's talking to the ref. In 8 ball, it stays down. I'm not sure, Kenneth. I actually love Steve K's explanation there. If you think you fouled, then you probably did. A lot of times I'll do that. Like, if something funny like that happens where I move a ball by accident and, you know, the balls are questionable what happened, oftentimes I'll just give it up because there's no instant replay when you're live in the match. So oftentimes I just think, you know, if I have to think about it, then I probably fouled, like Steve says there. And another good point that John makes there is, like, he doesn't seem too upset about it. He's good to go. They're back in the match. And in all reality, if you're Joe there, you're probably thinking you weren't shooting that rack anyway. Woody should have been out. Something funny happens, maybe get in, but not really anything to lose sleep over there. And yeah, if anyone knows the rules, it's Jeff.
And I just talked to Jeff and Michelle, the refs over there, and yeah, it's because we play only cue ball fouls only here. And I took a second and third look at that back over there with them. They saw it clear, and the way the two players explained it was different than the way it turned out, the way they were trying to explain it to him. But
well, and I brought that up too, was that Jeff wasn't there to watch it live.
Well,
neither was Michelle, so it's not. They can't make a good educated call there without seeing the shot, so they're just
no. And looking at it again, the call was correct because it's cue ball fouls only. Yes, he did follow through and put that 6 down, and again, it's Joe's choice to spot it, but he's still shooting. And like Jeff said, the opponent could look down, look up, and next thing you know, you see that 6 ball going to the corner and go, how the hell is that going there, right? But he followed through, and his tip did hit that 6 and put it through, but it wasn't deliberate, is what Jeff said. And again, because we're playing cue ball fouls only, it's not all ball fouls only. That's a foul for sure.
And there is an instance there where it could be deliberate, like you're moving a tied up ball.
Yeah, it didn't look like that. No,
it wasn't that. And Woody just flinched majorly, and that's why he did that, right?
Yeah,
it happens. We've all done it. He flinched again there and missed the one, and looks like he's left Joe a shot. So
I was saying that when he was playing you, he tends to whip or stand, or just it's funny the way he strokes and follows through on something.
Yeah, everyone's got their own style. Woody's definitely got a style of his own. he doesn't stay down on the ball all the time, but does he ever hit it great? He's really good player.
Well, to get to the point where he's at and who he's beat, especially even you, right? Even with the one game. But I mean, yeah, it's.
He beat me, then he beat Kyle Jones, too, quite handily. Quite handily, both of us. And now he's up 4-2 on Joe, so he definitely deserves to be where he is. Joe's going to leave a little angle on this 3 because I don't think the 6 goes on the side by the 8, so he'd rather play it in the opposite side or play it in one of these bottom 2 corners after he plays this 3 ball. And smart here to play the corner rather than try to shape the side. There's so many bad angles you can get in the side. This is just a stop shot. Or a massive stun follow.
Yeah.
He's feeling good. One of our microphones is echoing. Could be that one of us has the mic on the wrong side. See if that fixes the problem, guys. Hopefully it's not echoing anymore. Looked like Joe got through that game successfully, so he's got this to 4-3. Still in this match. One mistake from Woody here, and Joe can be up 5-4. So probably see Woody take a little while on this rack. So shout out to one of our sponsors here, Jam Up Apparel.
Oh, there was one guy that was getting echoing earlier too, and we weren't sure what it was. Told him reset, but
Stephanie says this sounds good. We usually trust Stephanie. She
Yeah.
usually knows best.
and this is ever weird with you coming out of my left ear.
It goes through both ears, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, just on our mics, we only get it out of the one side. It's the first time I've ever had it on my left.
Got
Oh, he's taking a break.
Some mic noobs here.
Yeah.
Ryan had a little time off. Looks like these guys are taking a break. Another quick shout out to one of our sponsors here, Nick's Q Innovation. So I think maybe while Ryan is here, I'm going to jump off and grab a snack because he's still got a match tonight.
Yep.
I'll come back in a couple minutes. I don't want to miss the end of this, so I won't be gone long.
Sure. Yeah, and I guess Woody just ran to the bathroom, so we'll be getting back underway shortly. These short races, you generally don't need to go to the bathroom, but could be a little bit of a strategy or what have you. Give you a tour of the room while we're waiting. Shannon Benson, our tour tournament director. Got 40 tables in the room. There's our refs that just made that call, and there's the other side of the room. And here we go. Who's there? Here? Just Ryan. Steve, you have another cue coming from Bob Danielson. Steve, if you're talking to Bob, tell him to give us a call. YouTube, bring back the big cue ball to make it harder to draw. No, thank you. No, Bob's not returning any of our calls, from what I hear from Ben and Grant trying to get a hold of him. Yeah, he's avoiding us. But if you're talking to him, just say, hey, we'd like to chat with him. Tell him to give us a call. Oh, Woody's looking good here. Came a little farther than he wanted there, I think. Still looks okay. And there's another one for Woody. Joe's in tough. Joe's going to 8, Woody to 7. While he's racking there, we'll get another one of our advertisers in here. Yep. JB cases. You guys want to protect your cues. These are the best cases you can get. a lifetime warranty. And the design, if you go onto their website, you can custom design your case. It's crazy. You can spend hours on there customizing it. It's awesome. Go on, check it out. See if Joe can get one back here, break and run. Dry break, parked the cue ball in the middle, pretty nice, but Brandon, he plays great pool. Just didn't get a ball. A ball goes in. It's a little different. You're not saying that. Yeah, Joe's in very tough, Mason. Woody shoots good. He's a little stumped here, but one rail kick. That was a little bit of a hit and hope. Should be a little easier coming from the 9 foot down to the bar box. I know it's a little more clustered, but Joe needs to get this back. Look at that kicked. You can see that kick on him. As soon as it hit. Yeah, that ball line's. Yeah, it kicked and skidded. You could see it slide. Well, Joe gets a chance back here. I just took a look at the replay, Brandon. That thing slid and skidded. Didn't dog it. It skidded. You could see it. Yeah, Kevin, I just played in the Scotch doubles. We lost there, but my singles 8-ball I play at 10:30 tonight is my first match for the 8-ball. Nice out by Joe. No, Brad, it's it's a green fee for each, like for the 9-ball. I don't know what is a $20 green fee, something like that. So tables are all open. So free to practice if there's no games on them. For the whole tournament, tables are open. So they got a green fee for each event that you play in. Nice shooting, John. How long are we streaming for tonight? We are, last match is supposed to start at 10:30, so we're 9 o'clock now. Turns the 9-ball in for a 6-4 lead. Go to break. Get up our viewer advantage pack. If you guys are interested, $20 ticket Canadian. You can email to qsportslive@gmail.com. $20 a ticket, you can win $700 shopping spree at any one of our sponsors. Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up Apparel, Brutal Game Gear, JB Cases, Thumper Jump Break, Dry Break. Joe's got to get the breakdown. Yeah, it's fun when you got good nights like that, John. My match, there's a whole round of matches starting at 10:30. I'm not even sure what table I'm playing on. Yeah, that's not fun when you get guys doing that in league. Talking on YouTube here with John. Thanks, Jory. Yeah, and you get guys do that. It's not fun. John having issues at league with a guy trying to be a tough guy. Thanks, Kevin. Hopefully they're on my side. They were not in Scotch doubles. We got no luck at all. XT, what's with the clown comments? Looking like Joe's in trouble. I wonder if he got dead straight on this, which he did not want. That's what I think he's looking at. Oh, he had lots. Nice shot. Joe gives it to him. That is the end of the match, guys. We do have another one coming up. in about 5 to 10 minutes. Guys getting warmed up on the other table here, guys. So yeah, they're going to warm up and do some warm up on that other table. I will reset. We should be back within about 10 minutes here, guys, with the next match. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back, like I said, in about 10 minutes. If you're brand new to Q Sports Live, make sure you've gone to our Facebook page. Click the like button, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can go there, click the subscribe button, and the little bell beside it. That will notify you when we go live. Okay, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with another good match. We got Lake McKay coming up against Kyle Jones, I believe. So actually, they're going to flip right now, so we'll just stay here. I will be right back, guys. Give me 1 sec. So this will be another good match here. I believe it is a B-side. Match, yeah, this is a 5th, 6th spot. Both racing to 8. B-side match. This is Kyle at the table. No reset. We're going to stay right here, John. Yeah, these guys, they looked like they were going to be warming up. They were banging balls around, talking, chatting. So then all of a sudden they flipped a coin. Push out. Very nice shot by Lake. To trust the table to go all the way down there. That slow. Nice shot. Kyle's going to have to use the rest here as well. Good hit. Looks like it might be available to either corner up there. Oh, we got Lake just running across the room. Must have forgot a cue or something or other, chalk or something at the table. Or Got his favorite piece of chalk. Now he's back. Mike, on that first shot, if it was a push out off the break, if you're the opponent coming in, you have the option of calling a push and just shooting the cue ball to an area of the table or sinking a ball or whatever if you're calling a push. And then it's back to your opponent's choice to come in to have you put you back at the table or shoot himself. I believe these do, Jeff, on YouTube, the Ridgeback rails. I believe these are all Ridgeback rails. These are the newer tables. Flush corners. Yeah, Lake does bounce around, but so does, we just saw Woody bounce around pretty good there too. What has he got? I don't know if he's trying to line up a little straighter for that combo on the side. Not sure what he's looking for with that 3-ball. That was kind of an odd shot. He's waiting for a guy on the other table behind him. Nice shot. He is having to cut that 3 back in that side to come around. More than likely 3 rails. Play that 4-ball. Hate people coming on doing the spam chat like that on YouTube there. Sorry, guys. Put them in a timeout right away. Yep, I try to keep track of that. Stay on top of that. I wonder with touching off that 8 if he hooked himself or not. I think if he could see it pretty straight, he would have shot it. He was hooked, and he's left it straight in that top right corner now for Lake. Lake should be out here. He can pretty much just stop shot on that 4 ball and 6 in the side. 7 in the other side. John, that's awesome. That's one of the best 3-piece jump. Like, he's got the 3-piece jump, which is nice because you got that little extra length, or you can break it down to the shorter. And I mean, that thing jumps absolutely insane, those Prevail jump cues. EPA and Napa are only in your area. Well, with us in Calgary, we got BCA, VNEA, and CCS. That's one for Lake. Quickly pop you over to the other one. This is the start of an 8-ball match. This is the standard qualifier bracket starting for 8-ball. And Demetra, a friend of mine, this is her husband playing on here. It's not her husband at the table, but we'll flip back and forth. She notified a lot of people to come watch on YouTube and Facebook, so as they're racking, we'll go back and forth a little bit. Len, you can still sign up for Niagara. There's no problem. You want to get in there, latest is about a week before they really start wanting to shut down and have to build the tournament and everything. So get it in as quick as you can. It's not closed right now for Niagara. Niagara Falls. Sorry guys, just deleting some more messages on YouTube there, another spammer. I wish they had it as easy as Facebook with the block and ban button. No, we had on Facebook for you guys on YouTube there. Len on Facebook was asking about if the registration's closed for Niagara Falls, which is the CCS Canadians coming up in a couple weeks in Niagara Falls, which will be our next tournament. It's actually Ryan back on the mic here, Len, but no problem. Hope to see you down there. Come say hi. Yeah, Jeremiah, it's in Niagara Falls is in a couple weeks. Ooh, a pinball into the side. Is the CCS Canadian Championships. You guys will want to tune in down there. We gotta have a couple good shows by Mike Massey as well. We'll set up and do a trick shot show for us on the stream a couple times. Hey Martin, how you doing? Sorry guys, and Rick on YouTube, we will be streaming Niagara Falls. It's too bad, Martin. Sorry to hear that.
You know that's not how I am. Maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, it's gonna be.
sound's going to go on and off as we're not attending this. We got, I just have to run off and talk to a couple of the tournament staff here, and Ben's going to be joining in about 15 minutes here when I got to take off for get ready for my match. So in between, we will try to keep track of the scores. We do have David here, one of our 17-year-old junior players that plays for Q Sports Live. We're back in Calgary. He's out here with me, but he'll only keep score. He won't be on the mic a whole lot. Tried to get him on with me earlier just to say hi. I think he did say hi and took it off, but he knows how to keep track of the score and move the cameras around and stuff. So in between, while Ben and I are playing, we're going to try to have David here just keeping the scores updated anyway, and the names are correct. So instead of just having a blank screen that says unmonitored across it. But you will hear the sound on and off when Ben and I are not here. Ben is out. That 8-ball match is still going on and will go on. That's the C Division qualifier. So this is a 4th, 5th match, or 5th, 6th here for the 9-ball. It's only an 8-ball qualifier, so we will go back when this is in between this, or when this is done. Thanks, Peter. And people brought a lot of people. Facebook 8-ball match. She's actually a really good friend of mine that asked to stream it. So Lake going for the 9-ball. Straight in. We'll flip over to that 8-ball match for a minute here.
Nice shot. Yeah, you know, just saying. No. Hey, check it out. Hey, I'm working.
Oh, you're on the job? Yeah. Working man. Working man in the process.
You can't sleep in the lobby anymore. You can't sleep in the lobby anymore.
The working man in his prime, like Van Morrison.
That's right.
Clean the windows.
Play at 10:30 in the morning. This opens at 8 or before, right?
And we're actually taking a break on the 9-ball, so we'll stay here with the 8-ball. And again, I'm not sure who this is at the table. I know he is playing Warren Gray. Is his last name, his opponent. Not sure who this guy is. I'll take a quick look on CompuSport and see if I can find who they are. 71 players in the standard division 8-ball singles qualifier. Can't see where they're at, but everybody's saying Alan Pillon. Okay. Doesn't say where Alan's from. I know Warren's from Calgary, but normally when you click on CompuSport, it tells you.
Past my bedtime.
Warren's got some work here. Shooting the stripes.
400 even. If you win, just give me a Tom. After this, after I finish this draw, unless they need help or something.
What?
Unless they need
He is from here.
Yeah.
Penticton, nice.
Eat some pasta and go to bed. I didn't eat much.
Martin, yes, we were. Ooh, unlucky with that breakout. Breaks it apart and it rolls right back together.
Monday morning.
All right, we'll go back to Lake right after this one's done, this match done. Here, Lake's actually taking a break, so we haven't missed a full game over there yet. I didn't know it was his birthday yesterday. And update on that 9-ball match. Kyle just won a game. So we'll switch back over as soon as this 8-ball game is done. Warren's got a couple balls left here to get through. You love the tables. Well, that's he just hooked himself here. Nice shot. Warren can cut that 11 if you wanted, but he played this inside drift down to the bottom end of the table as you're looking at it. So you want to play this a little top right and bring that cue ball right over to almost towards that 8-ball. Be a good spot. Just that far down the table. He's come way too far and he missed the shot. I think he's got lucky. I don't think he can see that 7 anywhere. Option to cross side, I guess, if he wants to try to bank, but I don't think he's got enough to cut it in the side. Maybe he can see enough of it. Good night, John. Yeah, I got rid of my table Martin here just before winter started here. Oh, he did. Nice cut in the side. I had traded it to Jerry and Wenda Pepin Prevail handcrafted cues now has my table, and I got a couple new custom Prevail cues coming on the way. So yeah, we'll flip back over to 9-ball. We missed the one match. It is 5-2, I believe. I'll just double check on that score. Hang on one sec, guys.
Lake or Kyle? No, I never did.
I've never played on one of those Martins, so but they look like they're very nice.
You can just tell the room went from basically empty to
One bed.
Sorry, guys, had Lake with one more than he had. It's 4-2 for Lake. I got just a few more minutes, maybe to the end of this game, guys, and then I'm going to take off. I got to get ready to play my match in 30 minutes here. Ben will be back. He will finish the night out for you. I got to be back at 9 in the morning, so Ben will sleep in. I will have David and I will come out in the morning with the stream. Ben will stay out late tonight. I will have to play in the morning more than likely. Just have to play if I win tonight. That's when I'll have to play at 9 in the morning. The C division is up for the 8-ball on CompuSport. I'm not sure when the other divisions are going up. I'm sure the intermediate's got to be up. The A division, I'm not sure. They might not even start till maybe Thursday. I don't know. Nice couple balls by Lake here. This will give him 5, or Kyle gives it to him. Gives him the old nod from his chair. We'll go back here just for a minute while Lake is racking, then we'll switch back to the 9-ball. So I'll switch you back, guys, and then I got to take off, get ready for my match. I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning. Ben should be in shortly. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back and see you guys in the morning.
All right, sorry guys for the no sound for a few minutes there. Ryan's just about to go play his 10:30 match in 25 minutes. But I don't have another match tonight, so you're stuck with me all night. Make sure you guys get in on this viewer advantage shopping spree. $20 Canadian per pack. I'm not sure what the score is over here, but I'll try to watch a couple shots on this table as well. I'll try to show everybody's stream matches. Unfortunately, the split screen in singles is not very great, so we tend to not do that. But you guys can watch some shots over here as well. But I believe this would be in the C qualifier. And we'll try to watch some of this 9-ball tournament finish as well, since we've been watching that all day. Kyle Jones in big trouble on that other table. How did a grade 7 kid with a full beard win the A side? Brent, I kind of made the joke earlier that when I was playing Woody, I thought he was just like a slightly smaller and younger version of Lake McKay. But the younger I cannot confirm. I know Woody looks probably younger than he actually is. Kyle looks good to get this to at least 6-3, but he's still in big trouble. Race to 8. Slips away pretty quick. Wow, with the emojis there, Steph, calm down. They show up very, very small on my screen. So the winner of this match is going to play Ross, and the winner of that will play Joe Spence to get to the final, playing Woody Nielsen. Won the A side. I can switch back to Lake and Kyle now. Sorry guys, I was trying to catch up on these comments. Trying to figure out what Steph's emojis were. Sorry, guys. We blame Steph for that one. But Kyle runs it out to get it to 6-3. Still alive here. Just needs to fade a couple breaks. No problem, Derek Moore. Sorry, bud. I know there was a request to watch some of that other match. They had some friends and family at home tuning in to watch, so I wanted to make sure you guys got to watch a little bit of that too. But we're back here with Lake breaking, leading 6-3, race to 8. Cuts it pretty heavy. Well, he hasn't left the shot. Don't see too many dry breaks in bar box 9-ball. Usually fairly devastating when you do break dry, but he's gonna have to push here, Kyle. And he's not happy about it. The push in bar box 9-ball is really, really tough. 9-foot 9-ball, the push tends to be a lot easier. Like leaving a 9-foot shot is very tough. Leaving a 7-foot shot, these guys make it look like super easy. So there's nothing really long on the 7-foot table, which makes the push tough. All the safeties are easier. Kyle's not thrilled about this look. Sometimes you might look for like a kick and slash at a ball or a kick safe, but he's in a bit of a weird spot here. Definitely has to push. Just going to leave an edge of the one, I would imagine. I push the 4 in the way of the 1 is a smart shot. That makes the safe a little tougher. Nice little touch safe. That's why Kyle hated that push shot there. He knew he was going to be in jail when he got back. Lake plays a real tight safe. Not sure if you can hit this ball. I think he might just have to foul on purpose here and hope he gets an easier look next time, but I think the 5 blocks the 2 rail. If he could 2 rail and miss the 1 ball, or sorry, miss the 9 ball to hit the 1. See what the side view looks like. It looks like he doesn't have any of that first rail if you want to play side rail, bottom rail. There's nothing else there. He could jump onto the top of it, potentially. I've seen guys play that shot. You need a ref for that shot for sure, but he's just going to foul on purpose here. This is really the only play. Leave it tied up. Oh, he pushed it behind, but I don't think this helps him. I think now he's going to be frozen behind the 9 ball. But he might have the end rail, so this might not be the worst play for Kyle. When Lake plays the safe here to get him behind the 9, Kyle might have that top rail as we're looking at it now to kick. So there's a chance that Lake will think of that and leave him in a different spot. Could be like where the cue ball is now, thin the right side of it and go 3 rails, get the cue ball behind the 6. That sort of takes away all the kicks. I actually like that shot from here. I'm not sure what he's playing here. He's going to try to use the 9 for cover, but banked the 3 up by the 6, but he ran into the 7. And so a smart shot from Kyle there. He bought himself an easier kick than what he had last time. He can hit this. Rob, I am playing in the 8 ball as well. I'm playing all 4 events here. Oh, Kyle missed the easy 1 rail. Would have thought he'd hit that. Lake tells me he's on 2. And he's definitely going to go for the 3 foul here because of where the 3 and the 4 ball are. Tom, I'm not sure why there's no payouts yet, but I am going to look into that pretty soon because they should have them up by now. So a way to win a 9-ball game is what Lake's going to do here, and 3 foul. If you can make your opponent foul 3 times consecutively, you win the game. Cue ball behind the 9. I think he's actually left the window where Kyle can see all of the 1. That's almost the only spot he can't leave him in. All Kyle has to do here is not scratch. Make sure you hit the 1. Don't scratch. Even if he can't see it, he's going to go for the short cue, but fairly certain he'll hit this. Pretty routine jump for the hit to avoid the 3 foul. He's got, looks like OB lift he's pulling out. Good jump cue as well, so. He might even be able to cut this in. I mean, he's going to go for the pot. Could make the 6. Could leave a weird 3-ball combo or another save for Lake here. Let's see if Lake can find another safe. Rule on the 9-ball on the break, James wants to know. It only counts in the top 4 pockets, so not in the rack pockets. So the 2 corners where the balls are racked, they do not count in those pockets, so then they're spotted.
What does 10 do?
So Kyle back in jail here. He hasn't really had an open look in this game so far. Kicking at this again, and let's see what it looks like from the side view quick here while he's going to get another cue. Looks like he's going to jump to kick at this ball. He can see by the 3, but I think he needs to jump the 7 to get the kick here. Yeah, he didn't get over the 7. So he's on 1 foul again. But the 4 has moved, so the 3 goes from the proper angle, or the 3 banks, as well as maybe the 3-6 combo goes, or the billiard off the side of the 3 onto the 6. Or he can open the corner pocket by playing the 1-6 combo here. I do like him trying to run out here. I don't think, and usually you try to play the 3 foul. It's, if it doesn't work, then just try to run it out next time.
I just did final call, so you want tickets, more tickets.
How much is it?
50 for 50, 20 for 10, 3 for 10. 20 for 10.
Seems like a lot, bro. You get $10.
4 real kick. Yeah, I guess he could have played that. The jump kick was probably just as tough as the 4 rail, so I wouldn't put it by him. Lake looking at getting himself on the hill here. Little off angle on this 4. He'd rather be close to straight in and just hold it, shoot the 5 in the top left, but run into the 9, and he's on the wrong side of the 5. James likes the 9 on the spot rule. Yeah, that would be a decent rule for this tournament. The problem is they just try to keep it simple for the average players. It's a league event, so try to cater to the league players, which is rack the 1 on the spot is what everyone knows. So just keep it simple. Missed the 5 by quite a bit there, and this keeps Kyle in the match. If he can come up with a good break in the next rack after running these balls out, it could be 6-5 pretty quick. He's going up and down, play the 7 in the top left or the side pocket. This is a good shot. He's got the side and he's got it nicely.
$440. $220 prize.
Forward here with a little bit of inside spin, I think, is going to be the shot. Off the side rail, back out. No, he's straight enough to just hold it.
Ryan, let's see what he wants to fucking do.
It's 9 ball to get it to 6-4. Still in this match. He's going to be breaking too, I believe. Make sure you guys get in on this viewer advantage if you haven't already. Going to draw it on Sunday night. James, you're right. Yeah, league play in Canada is very, very strong. So many good players all across the country. You're seeing the finest on the West Coast here. The 2020 CCS B.C. Championships. We're in Penticton, B.C. We got Kyle Jones breaking down 6-4 in this race to 8. Winner here is going to play Ross. Ross is going to race to 6.
Thursday. She's still 10:30.
Looks like they got the drop for the men's singles 8 ball. And I get one of these gentlemen here. I get Kyle Jones first match, 10:30 a.m. Thursday. So I got all day off tomorrow. And 17 players in that men's singles 8 ball in the A division. Kyle got away with that a little bit in the fact that he's left Lake jacked up over this 9 ball. Shooting over a ball is super tough. The toughest shots in pool are all off a rail straight in and shooting over a ball. Super thins it and overcuts it by a hair. A great chance for Kyle to get this too. 6-5 with, I would think, most likely a 2-9 combination after this 1 ball, especially with where the 3 ended up. Give Kyle a magic rack. Brandon Shin says, these people sound so funny. Maybe it's the Canadian accent. Comes through once in a while. 2-9 combo to get it to 6-4, and then if he can fade one more break, he can put himself right in this match. Sorry to get this to 6-5, this 2-9 combo. I said 6-4 there. Drills it, makes the 3 as well for some insurance. And 6-5 just like that. Make sure you guys go check out jamupapparel.com online. Get in on that Jam Up Nation if you haven't seen it yet. Supporting the juniors, great program there. Also get yourself some discount on some apparel. Ecuador in the house, watching on the Facebook. Welcome. Looks like a decent break from Lake here. He lost the cue ball a little bit, but he's got a shot on the 1. Long, but only 7 feet on the bar box, and this is only 6. Oh, good shot, but he lost the cue ball a little bit again. Now he's really thin on this 2 ball. I still think he'll go for the pot here. I mean, the safe is there, but you just don't want to give your opponent a free jump or a kick. So he'll thin this and try to shape the 3. Touch of it inside, up and down. Yeah, that's a great shot. Really well struck there. He's got a great chance to get on the hill. Key shot's going to be the 5 to the 6. Yeah, James, we'd all love to know that. Lake doesn't exactly line up perfectly straight every time. He does move a little bit. But does he ever hit the ball strong? Definitely one of the best players on the West Coast. Always deep in these tournaments. Lake McKay. Gotta watch the scratch. He looks perfect. Needs a little angle on this 6 anyway. Get a little closer to the 7. Sad watching from Saudi Arabia. And it's 9:30 in the morning there. Good pot there, back and forth. This 9 ball to get him up 7-5. Kyle says that's good. He's seen enough. And it looks like it's going to be Kyle's break. Another quick sponsor ad in between racks. We got the Mike Burton home team. Go check them out on their Instagram, Facebook, and their YouTube. James on the YouTube wants to know what my record is against Lake. You know, I'm not 100% sure, so I won't say, and I usually wouldn't disclose that kind of information. But it's got to be close. I mean, we've played quite a few times. I've won some, he's won some. If I could guess, he maybe has like a 1 or 2 match edge, but for all I know, it could be tied. How bad is that slogan, Brandon says? Which slogan is that you refer to? Is that the Mike Burton home team logo you're referring to there, Brandon? As pool players, they love working with pool players.
Steven Kretschner, table 31. Steven Kretschner, 31.
Thank you.
Looks like we got Lake back from the washroom. And Kyle to break, trailing 7-5. He needs a big one here. John wants to know, is CCS like Canada's BCA? No. No, John, it is not. CCS is like Canada's ACS. Totally different league, different national championships at the end of the year as well. Okay, crush that break. Looks like Lake's left the window here again to the 1 ball. He's trying to find cover behind the 2-3, but he's left the window. Let's see if I think if you're Kyle here and you're down 7-5, you just got to play the bank. So you play the bank in the top left here and just try to run this out. Maybe put a little heat on Lake a bit. What do I think about giving away the game? I think it should never be done on the stream table. I think it's very confusing for the viewers when it's on the stream. Outside of the stream, I don't really care what anyone does. Like, you can give the last ball, maybe you shouldn't give multiple balls, could be my opinion on that. Tom wanted to know, where is Kyle from? Sad wants to know, Kyle is from out here, BC. Kelowna he's from, just down the road. Paul wants to know, did they have a Fargo rating? Both these guys definitely do. I can look it up. On Fargo rate, Lake McKay and Kyle Jones. And if you guys want to follow along with the brackets, they're on CompuSport. Emma's going to be in Niagara. We'll see you there, Emma. I feel like Emma has a very weird YouTube tag that will leave unsaid. first I thought she was maybe spamming. And we just left it on 9-ball because it's what we've been watching all day. But yeah, definitely a bot is Emma. Interesting how she's talking about 9-ball though. That's what threw me for a loop there. Let's see if I can get rid of this. Remove. I can remove comments. So I'll do that. And hopefully Emma, the bot on YouTube, goes away. Looks like Lake's going to finish this one off, though. One good shape shot, 7 to the 8, and this is pretty much over. And we're going to have the next match coming up right away. Lake's going to play Ross. In the 4th place match winner, that'll play Joe Spence. So of all the 9-balls he makes him shoot, it's going to be this one. So I'm going to shut down and restart this stream, get rid of that bot anyway. So make sure, if you guys haven't already, click the like button on the Facebook page. Subscribe on the YouTube. We're going to be right back in about 5 minutes, guys. Stay tuned.